Alright, so now we're going to put this engine together, starting with the top end, making our way into the bottom end. We're going to put those pistons inside the cylinders, guide those connecting rods onto the crankshaft journals, torque them up, put the crankcases together with some Yamabond 4, and then continue to put the oil pump and all that stuff in there. That's in the oil pan section. And then we'll be good to go to put the top end on and get it timed and get this shit purring. Just double check your rings. Screenshot this. This is the direction that you want all of your rings to go. So now we're going to put the cylinder on the upper crankcase. Make sure you got your gasket on top of the crankcase, your 2 dowel pins. Once you get the cylinder on, you're going to flip it upside down and kind of rig it this way the cylinder stays on. I got like a piece of wood on this side, and then on the right side I got a piece of duct tape, and then a piece of duct tape in the middle, just kind of holding the cylinder on. And then while the connecting rods are kind of hanging in there with the pistons all the way at top dead center, you're gonna basically, I guided the 2 middle journals on first, and then from there the outer 2 pistons were still all the way at top dead center, so I had to just kind of push them into the cylinder and guided the rod onto the journal, just like that. All right, so now once I have the connecting rod caps on, what I'm gonna do with the old connecting rod bolts is I'm gonna tighten these in 2 sequences. I'm gonna tighten them down to 11 foot-pounds first, one at a time, and then after that, 21 foot-pounds. After that torque spec, loosen them, chuck them, throw them in the garbage, put the new ones in, and then once the new ones are in, torque them down to 14 foot-pounds, and then 150 degrees of rotation from there. And after that, the new bolts will be all set in place. So I got all my used rod bolts right there, all my brand new ones right here. That's the part number. I'm about to dab a little bit of the threads in some molybdenum disulfide oil, and then throw them in there. All these rod bolts are torqued up, ready to go. Got the counter shaft in there today. So I got the sealant on the cases. Got my 1, 2, 3 dowel pins. All right, so I got all 26 case bolts all torqued up. Got the nice line of Yamabond all around. So it should be nice and sealed up by tomorrow. Everything still moves nice and smooth on the side. And now what I'm gonna do is put the oil pump. I'm gonna double check, make sure I have a new one of those O-rings right there. The oil pump, I got a brand new, genuine Yamaha water pump for this thing because I didn't want to use the old one. So it's a couple $100. The thing's well worth it. Got an oil pipe with 2 new O-rings that I got in the bag. Got the strainer that I cleaned out the other day. Got the oil relief valve. Got the oil pump, the gear for that I think goes around the, I think the main shaft. And then that should be it for all that goes in here. Oh, and then yeah, this pipe right here goes in there too. All right, so I got all of the bottom ends in, torqued up. Got the oil pan on here, cleaned up, torqued up. All 15 bolts, all on the outside, 1 in the middle. Got the oil level sensor in there. So now what I'm gonna do is I torque that. So now what I'm gonna do is flip it upside down and yeah, get ready for the clutch next. All right, see you in part 5.